Alberta Originals, stories of Albertans who made a difference. Brian Brennan is with us here, and explain to us how it works, Brian. To get in the book, you have to be dead. Is that how it works?
That's the deal. Now, you are an Alberta Original, David, but unfortunately, you're not going to make the book because you're very much with us.
I am. Now,
yeah.
All of people, it's a great book for if you're looking for, I never knew that, and I didn't know, McMahon Stadium, where the Stamps killed Montreal on Saturday. Who's McMahon?
Well, there were actually two of them, Frank McMahon and his brother, George. And they were the guys who put up the first $300,000 to build a stadium.
Really?
And, back at a time when Calgary needed a football stadium. They used to play football at Mawada Stadium, which was much smaller. And they needed a bigger one. And so apparently they worked out the deal on the back of a cigarette package. They just wrote it down, figured out how much they were going to donate, and that was it.
Isn't that a great story?
Yeah.
Now, you said, Dave, make sure you ask me about Two Gun Colin. Who's that?
Two Gun Colin.
Yeah.
Now, isn't that a great nickname?
It's a very good nickname.
You want to know about this guy.
Two Gun. Who is this man? What's he shooting?
Well, he carried two guns. You see, he was a bodyguard for Sun Yat-sen in China. Now, he started out here in Alberta, and the reason that he got involved with the Chinese community was that he was at a Chinese restaurant one day, and there was an armed robbery. And Morris was a kind of a tough guy, so he punched out the robber. The Chinese just loved him, and the next thing he knew, he was working as a bodyguard for Sun Yat-sen.
What a great gig.
And because there was an assassination attempt on Sun Yat's life, I guess Morris, Two Gun Colin, decided that not one gun was going to do it. So he'd one on his, on his hip and one in his shoulder holster.
Isn't that great?
Yeah.
Now tell us about Preston's father.
Preston's father. Well, he was premier of the province, as you know, for a long, long time. And like we hear the names these days. I mean, you know it because of the school. There's William Aberhart and there's Ernest Manning. But we don't necessarily know the story. And so I decided, well, I wanted to delve in. I was kind of curious. I wanted to know the story. And it's a fascinating mixture of politics and religion, fundamentalist religion, how the two sort of came together in Alberta in the 1920s and the 30s and the 40s. And of course, then we had the oil discovered in Leduc in 1940s, and that changed the whole economic shape of the province. And Premier Manning was the premier all the way through, right up to the late 60s, 1968.
Came along. Kind of. Well, there was
an interim, Harry Strom, between 1968 and 1971, and then Lougheed, who had actually been elected in 1968, he was poised to take over in 1971.
Isn't that a great? Alberta Originals, and the book is out this week?
It is indeed.
So you can find it all over the place, and it's a pleasure to have you with us here, Brian Brennan, whose daughter is Nicole, who we have to say with the Dino Martinis, which is kind of a fascinating tie.
That's right.
So you guys are Alberta Originals.
We certainly are.
Now, Jeb wasn't born here, but if he died, would he become an Alberta Original?
Oh, yes. I think Jeb is an honorary Alberta Original.
See? How do you like that, Jeb?
That's putting in a lot of extra effort into it to get into a book.
Whatever it takes,
That's
Jeb.
Nicole's dad. I love Nicole. She's great.
Hey, and they're doing another, and Brian is having a European tour in the spring.
I'm sorry?
The Dino Martinis are going to Europe this spring.
Really?
Yeah. So while you're there.
You sound funny, Dave.
Do I?
Yes.
Because you're near the dishwasher.
What?
Exactly.
I'm not near the dishwasher.
What's making the noise?
Grant's right there.